We're getting ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 21st season preliminary game between inVision and Open Squad. My name is Jake. Today with me is eXtine and Wiethoofd on production as we're getting ready to get into the action. As the gates are going to go down, we're going to be taking a look at Stan's rollout. Who is going to be first to the middle? Stan kind of getting slow on the rollout, but he makes up with the time. He's not fast enough. Murphy's faster, but both demos are so low.
Yeah, I think that was actually an iron roller. I think he put one sticky out and then switched over to his iron roller real quick. So he almost got the kill there. Not quite. Stan took another shot, but now with an arrow, he's going to feel healed up, ready to go. Fights continue, though, and there's Murphy getting the kill on Strono. So without the pyro, that's a little bit of protection around the pocket. Zamperoni trying to run in here with a shotgun. Oh my god, gets the medic pick!
That has to suck.
Underneath.
That has to suck. What a great play by the engineer. And Encro looking at him. He's trying to make up the loss there. Doing quite a lot of work here. Trum is on 100% now. And they'll be able to capture this point without too much pressure from the red team, as Open Squad will have to sort of back away. There's still a lot of lingering players up on this battlefield. Murphy is going to finish this one off, and with that overcharge in the bank, it's not going to be very hard to control it for far longer time.
Yeah, pretty good extended fight here for Open Squad on the red here. 31 jumping in and across, does a little bit of delay. Murphy getting ubercharged here. This is another key point of Koth, using the ubercharges to just block the point captures. Murphy might end up getting caught. Here's the pyro with a lot of damage on him. Big jump over the top from 31, flying all the way across. Does find the health pack. No kill, though. A lot of players going down for Open Squad, including Trum, who got sniped down by Sting in there. Tercio working the top of the container, and blue team controlling the point now.
Sting already assuming that position on top, trying to snipe his own spy, getting a little bit confused, but overcharge is now in the hands of Jorge with the medic Trum for Open Squad lagging behind. They should be able to utilize it quite well. Most of the teams currently on the point, sticking it up, making sure that defense is all up and running and backing off to the banana. You know, just probably respecting the enemy team aggression a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, this is also one of those situations where you do see a little bit of a strategical difference in how Six's Koth generally goes down and Highlander Koth. Highlander Koth, there's so many players around the medic that you don't see the same sort of Zac wave. But right now, great bomb in from 31. Strono does get for a reflect kill, but did force Jorge to pop. So they were able to kind of work their team close enough in order to support that bomb. In a Six's game, you'll just see a wave of players while the medic stays all the way back and spawn. But in Highlander, you do need to tuck those heals up to make sure that your bombs can actually succeed.
Now the advantage is on the side of red. Open Squad is in a good position. There goes Danko with a body shot with Jorge. No more medic for the blue side. He's still up and prowling. The point is going to land in the hands of Open Squad now with that 100% charge in hand. They'll be able to hold this for quite some time now, especially that Jorge has just visited the respawn point here. 31 is getting quite aggressive. He is the mercenary merc here for the team. The sub just kind of trying to fill in the shoes, but Nightmare looking at him. He's kind of lurking behind. Not been found out just yet. Nobody has seen him. He might get a good opportunity to get a stab onto Trum, but we'll see that in a few seconds as he makes his way forward.
Yeah, certainly 31 has been a strong player for Open Squad in previous games. This game, he surges forward, trying to find some answers. Stan also doing a big bomb around. He's going to go down. Just sending in the Demo Man. Not going to find a lot of success with just that solo bomb. Now some kind of other action going on. 31 and Psycho going down. So inVision feeling pretty confident. They want to get out of here. They want to fight. It could be an Uber versus Uber exchange pretty soon. Coming from drop down, Murphy's right on top of Jorge. He does pop in time. Nice flash on the pyro will help him get out. The medic though, Trum is going to get caught out. Actually did find Sis there as well. The pyro.
Fantastic aggression there out of inVision. They just completely capitalized on that push. They weren't too afraid. They weren't giving too much respect to the other team, and they just rolled over them. Barth is in a bit of a trouble, though. He doesn't have any heals. He's getting sniped by Denkra, who is pretty much the only person on the point trying to block from getting capped. Here, 31 is below the point as well, just kind of putting some rockets into the enemy buildings, but he's not going to get much done with that low health. That point still hasn't been finished, though. Nice pick up there by Spans onto Stan. Barth is getting sniped as well. Means that the point is not being finished by inVision, and they're lacking in resupplies there. We need to wait for the team to join them.
Yeah, they really needed to support Stan a little bit more there and get that capture. You can get a lot of good results as a team if you can just delay the point. And this point could have been captured like at least 30 seconds ago, but they've dragged this out. and Jorge might be forced to use an Ubercharge. They're going to try to push through from underneath here. They lost Strona, the Pyro, right away. They lose another player. I thought they did, maybe. Maybe I'm a little confused. A lot of explosions coming out here, and just a few seconds left on the clock here. Push underneath. It has succeeded. They will get the capture here, but there's just so much time taken off the point.
And it's a long overdue, and it's not a very good time to actually finish the point, because it only takes 2 seconds for the other team to recapture it and win the game. You don't even get overtime in that state. What a play there. 31 craters on the floor by Turcho. And that gives a little bit more breathing space on the flank. Away from that soldier stand is getting a little bit more defensive. Once again in Banana. Didn't work out for them last time. They got forced out, but with 31 off the battlefield, he's going to be pretty safe. What a headshot by Sting and taking down the heavy weapons guy. And they're constantly keep chipping away at enemy numbers.
Yeah, definitely. This has been pretty good for him. They're going to try to force the Ubercharge out of Jorge. Here, a big bomb around from 31 as well. Unfortunately, the Ubercharge is already pushed forward. He ends up finding the Pyro and getting taken down by the Engineer. The push forward is pretty successful. They're starting to back up now. Trump's still alive, though. Zamperoni jumped down here, putting a lot of damage on Jorge. Can't get a kill, though.
Oh, Sting, and he's having none of it. Stan, they're low on health of that encounter, but they're still holding the Banana. They're still holding the point. Span's kind of making himself known at the enemy team. Turcho jumps in, gets a force out of Trump. Trump is still alive. He's still up and kicking, but he's not really doing much with that Ubercharge. A6 is staying behind, but that Ubercharge has been completely useless. And now Jorge will have that advantage over Trump, trying to hold this point for a couple of more seconds as the timer's running out.
Yeah, 31 bombing in, but so many players going down here. So, in fact, actually, open squad, I was hyping them up in that pause, but that fight towards the end there really did not go their way, losing their remaining players there, Demo and the medic. Players trying to surge forward here. There is still time on the point. Zamperoni's got to get out here, though, get some capture time rolling, but an Ubercharge is available. And that's going to be the first round. Very excellently played by inVision. A lot of that round did not go their way, but, last good chunk of it, that's the most important, and that's what they did play most effectively.
Yeah, it was strong showing in the beginning by Open Squad, but then inVision sort of figured out how Open Squad is playing and played against them. So now we're looking at a demo fight in the middle once again. Both demos struggling to find any damage on each other. Murphy is getting his heals back from Trum right now, and now Stan just putting some sticks out, making sure that no red team player is available to for their team to actually shoot down. 50% on each medic, and point is still not being contested by neither team.
Yeah, they're kind of playing around it. Bartis tried to jump forward as that heavy weapons guy early in this mid-fight and get into Banana, but he got gunned down by Spans. Now Span's going for that capture as Psycho gets a stab on the sniper Stingin. That kind of opens things up. 31 spamming from above. He's going to get it into an exchange with Thurcio. Not going to be able to get the kill. Actually gets punched down by Asex behind. Oof. And a double stab by Nightmare, getting the download and the sniper. So those are nice pickups, meaning that inVision should have a lot of freedom here to get forward and get this point.
Oh, absolutely. Your Trump needs to get out of that situation with that 100% he does with the help of his scout. They're all good to go. Now Turcho is just running in with the Ubercharge. Is Jorge 50% or 50 health on him. They're trying to make the best use out of it possible. Turton's in a lot of trouble right now. He's gonna get cleaned up by Spans here. Who in turn gets a couple of bullets in the body by Barthis. So it's just everybody's game right now. But Trump on 100% and with team being respawned, they'll be able to actually attack this point as most of the blue team is out of position, as you can see.
Yeah, they're still controlling the point, though, so they're not too scared about it. Ubercharge coming in here. Murphy needs to find Jorge. Jorge very low on health. There is a large back he will be able to get. Sandwich also distributed by Barthis to help a teammate out. So inVision now with an Ubercharge advantage. They do lose Barthis there. Stan getting a kill on 31, so without the soldier, that does limit a little bit of the mobility that's available on this map.
Yeah, here Trump 40% as opposed to Jorge's 80. Turcho is trying to put some damage on the enemy team, but seems that the red team open squad are not really willing to go. Zap is on the medic right now. Jorge is dodging left and right. He manages to survive this assault by the engineer. Though low on health, he's gonna get his 100% charge up and running as the point is currently being contested by the red team, but not completely. They're lacking the commitment right now. Jorge 100%. Trump is about to hit his. They might have used the Ubercharge advantage to kind of go aggressively and take out Trump once again, but seems that it's not been the case here. Span sort of going into the Lion's Den.
Huge Ubercharge from underneath here. Very aggressive play with the Conqueror and the Uber. Hexel taken out though. and other players that have surged forward. Strono going down. They're in a good position. They want to get pressure on Trum though. Charges are about even. Jorge and company still control this point. And good, smart Uber exchanges, just keeping the team that doesn't have the point kind of off balance.
Yeah, here the pressure is on. Stegen taking out Denkra. He's looking for some more. Murphy's also kind of aggressive there. He's getting some heals from his medic. Will be able to put some pills into Stegen. Hopefully he does find one from that Iron Bomber. He's still putting some more bars. It's quite aggressive, but without any heals, it's going to be a lot of trouble. They're still putting themselves on the point, trying to stop it, trying to cap it as well. Some Psychos decloaking behind, maybe hit the... Oh, the engineer goes down. What a nice headshot on the scout as well. He's still looking for a kill, but it seems that he cannot catch Hexel as he's just doing the happy feet. And it seems that this Hexel and the Spy Psycho are both alive. Now Turcho is trying to deter the enemy team from getting the point capped, but 30 seconds to go on the clock. You're not too worried just yet as the clock just started for Open Squad.
And that's one of those ones too for inVision, when you like lose that point right there, you're like, oh, well, we have 3 players down and now they're all about to respawn in just a few seconds, so you feel okay about it. Push from underneath happening once again. Jorge going to be able to actually just use this Uber pretty efficiently, only having to swap between 2 players. While on the other side, Trum having to cycle between a lot of other players, and they're also not fighting with the Uber charge on the point. So they just kind of gave it up, and the capture coming through underway here. Trum and Danger gets sniped down by Stingen. The less than 30 seconds on the clock, no medic alive here. Zamperoni pushing forward, he gets gunned down. Trum will respawn here, but only 15 seconds left here for inVision to take a second round.
Incredibly good showing out of inVision here. They're going aggressively with the Uber charges. They're not waiting for the other team to actually initiate. They are in control completely throughout the Uber charge and just dismantle everything that Open Squad is preparing. Now Spams is getting on point, getting some time on it. It's getting really low, however. A lot of kills being exchanged left and right, but seems inVision is losing most players here. Blurry quite aggressive with that Thomas lap. They managed to get 4 times on the point right now with the medic. 90% onto Jorge though, so they can still run on the point. They are doing that right now. It's barely completed, but not just yet. Trying to chase up Trum as well. Denkra is sniping the medic with still overcharged. He's low on health. He's looking for it. He gets it too, and he's still looking. 31's on the point. The point is still up in the air, and Open Squad managed to finally stabilize and get themselves the cap.
Yeah, that was one of those pushes where actually you might have wanted to let the team capture because you have overtime, you know, so if they had captured, you'd have pushed forward any spawn timers you have, and then you come surging in with your Uber charge. You know, at that point, the defending team is going to have any longer respawns off anybody you kill. So kind of just an interesting small mechanic thing that happens in COD, where that push with the Uber was generically pretty good, but you might have wanted to let him capture before you did so.
Yeah, here now, a little bit of a slowdown. Stegen finds the melon of assist there. Is looking for some more as well. He knows Spans is in there in the banana, but he's opting not to really hard scope that angle. Turcho is also trying to make some ground for his team. 5 players down for red. Open Squad is not looking too hot, but the Uber charge is also on the side of inVision. Trum is a bit of a trouble here. He needs to heal up fast if he wants to catch up with this. Murphy's low on health. Oh no, they lose Stanker as well. And the Uber is coming out of inVision. They're pushing in hard. Trum is in a world of trouble. It's still keeping the heavy alive, but not for much longer. They're looking for him. It seems that Trum is out of the situation, but the point is currently being recapped by inVision, and it seems that they're lacking the players and the strength to keep it going.
Yeah, I think we just need to reform a little bit as they are coming out here with Conqueror. They did have the players, but yeah, there is an Uber charge on the field now. They do have to kind of counter push in here. Taz actually turned around surprisingly quite well for Open Squad. They still have a lot of work to do in this round, though. They still have to hold for another minute. 31 has gone down. Jorge on the other side of the containers. Spans right on top of him, though. Can he find the damage right now? He does not. Oh, somebody does. It was Denkra with the body shot across.
That is just complete reverse Uno card out of Open Squad. They are at advantage. They're in control, and with 30 seconds left on the clock to go, inVision is going to really try hard to get this defense done. Blur just bumps into a spy. Unfortunate for Nightmare as he goes down. Mode and by the heavy weapons guy here, and defensive position has been assumed by Open Squad. They're not willing to really risk it for the biscuit just yet. 50% on Jorge only, and we're running out of time. 50 seconds to go, and Jorge's on crits.
Yeah, I need to do something desperate here. Trum has the Uber charge here, though, so they're just waiting as long as they can to push out with it. They're going to come across now. It doesn't really properly flash Murphy, but at the same time, they're just fine. This is going to be around here. Maybe they can't get it. They need to get it on the point, though. Oh, they do have players on here. The Pyro is here. Show me back Trum. Oh, the capture stops. Nice attempt, but couldn't quite get enough bodies on the point. And wonderful come from behind round win by Open Squad there.
Yeah, and it was perfectly played around the crit streak. They just waited out Uber and wanted to get in, but it seemed that the demo man here didn't really have the stickies needed, and now we're 1-1 back-to-back with third round underway. Murphy getting quite fast to middle, no much opposition, but also not much damage found. Denker hard scoping onto the point. He's looking for Turcho. He doesn't find him. He finds Barthis though as a consolation prize here. So he's getting quite aggressive there. Finds Nightmare. No more icicle for you. And then 31 from the flank, but no team is really willing to risk it and jump in for Jorge as both medics are slowly building Ubers up.
Yeah, just a little bit of a standoff right now. Denker is trying to poke across a point. Strono go down to Blur as he's gotten 2 kills. More players going down for inVision squad. And Tercia with Jorge underneath. Psycho's going to spot that out, kind of calls it out, goes for a play there, can't get it himself. But 31 bombing over the top. Ubercharge comes out, they can't disrupt it though. They do get the capture finished.
Oh, but Vision is in a lot of trouble though. They need to use the supercharge to get out. Trump is in control here. Blue is taking a lot of damage, but the conch is coming out of Soldier. Turcho, however, going down really fast. Murphy now getting a bit killed there by Strno, but finally he gets sniped there by Denkra, saving the medic from a lot of trouble. Point is almost completed though. Hexel's on it. He's trying to push the demo out. Murphy's low, but Blur is there on the flank. He survives this and completes the point for his team. Great play by the scout. But now the respawns are really slow, and that is going to hurt them in the long run, as they'll need to wait for them much longer than the enemy team.
Right now, yeah, Bartha is trying to pressure up top. Trum extremely low. Doesn't have anybody that can throw him a heal. Blur gets taken out. Trum still just kind of cornered up here. Oh, and gets gunned down by Nightmare. The spy standing back over by the shed sees the medic. Just kind of super weak, hiding in that corner. You need to rotate towards health.
And now Jorge low on health, but with 100%, he'll be able to just sort of hold this point for the indefinite amount of time, or at least Trump gets up and running. Denker getting sniped by Nightmare. He is really keen on that Ambassador. And now Stan getting quite aggressive. He knows he has that 100% on him right now. Taking out 31 with ease. He was out of position. And now they're sort of checking out the angle, seeing what can they pick up. They pick up Zamp and also Turcho getting sniped by Denkra. So it's basically the snipers battle here, sort of making those plays. There's opening kills, but the Uberstar is coming out.
Yeah, right now, is a pretty good situation here for the open squad, even though they don't control the point. 75% Ubercharge, and just getting their team in the position to push forward.
Oh, but Jorge
and there's
getting
Psycho,
stabbed.
yeah, a huge stab.
That doesn't sound too good for inVision, as they're losing their players, they're losing the medic, and Trump has 100%. So right now it's just going to be open squad on the point. Not much is going to change that, as Barth is going to get sniped here by Blur as well with that Thomas Lab. Is trying to protect from Turch's rocket. So it's gonna be a bit of a slowdown right now on Wormtick. 2 minutes to go for Open Squad. 1.5 down for inVision, as inVision's making their way forward. They'll be looking for a play, and Stan is jumping onto crates here. Oh, he's risking it, but they do take down Denkra. That's a good pickup there. And Turcho is beneath, finds Zamperoni with the engineer. He relentlessly kills him, but he gets cleaned up himself. And just a few kills exchanged here and there, and point is currently slowly being taken over. Blur taking out Barthis as well, so still looking quite promising for inVision despite them not having the Ubercharge.
Yeah, Trump's got a charge here, so they could push in and stop this capture. Span's gonna be for 9, gets the kill on Jorge, so they're gonna use the charge as well. Pyro flying around, thrown up in the air. Lands on top of Strono, gets the kill though.
Well, yeah. It was a good Goober push, like they almost cleaned up everyone, but it seems that inVision is in control right now, eXtine, and it doesn't seem to be anything changing anytime soon. Trump is still on advantage, but he's being looked at, and he gets sniped here by Stigan. And no more Mr. Medic, as Jorge has that nice advantage building up for himself. They have control of the point, they're just cleaning up players one after another. Open squad is kind of starting to fall apart, it seems.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup. On the medic for sure, because otherwise Open Squad would have actually been in a pretty decent situation. They used their Ubercharge to slow things down on the capture, and then they still had an Ubercharge advantage afterwards. But losing their medic, that kind of sets the whole program back. have to get in on Jorge, get him to pop the supercharge, and start the process of pressuring this point and getting it back in their control. But they just lose Murphy again. He's not having the best game, unfortunately.
Oh, unfortunately not, and Murphy is just such a big point of his team. He's such a big playmaker. It's kind of like an equivalent of the midfield for a football team, but Uber's coming out here out of the blue team. Jorge is making full usage out of this. Well, at least tries to, as they only pick up Sis. They do manage to save their team. Jorge is very low on health. He's waiting for desperate for his sandwich, but he's not going to get one before Psycho just takes him down. And that's 4 players down for inVision, and the point is currently being captured by Open Squad. 10 seconds left on the clock for Blues, 1 minute for the Reds, and Prem is sitting on that 100%.
Yeah, it was a really good capture. Just, you know, overall, again, a very good fight, getting the punish in the banana as that fight was wrapping up. And now Trump with an Uber charge. So this round, you know, while it is just 7 seconds for inVision, completely open for Open Squad to possibly take this. The Conqueror has gotten popped out as his team pushing across. It's going to force the Ubercharge out from Trump earlier than they would like for sure. Jorge's going to end up with a nice advantage, but staying and getting stabbed, so it will be tough to kind of get this push ready to go without a sniper, without some of these other players they have. Psycho looking for more from behind.
Barthis, though, a double kill, the Demo and Heavy down for the count here. Going into the banana, pushing all the team back, but where are his teammates? And there they are, the cavalry coming in with the Ubercharge, chasing after the enemies. Straw doesn't have his Ubercharge to try to do as much damage as possible. Your Exo with that pistol, they clean up house. 4 players down. They're still chasing out Trump. Trump is up for grabs, and he gets killed by a roller from Stan. Point's gonna get capped, and doesn't seem that inVision is going to lose that one anytime soon. Blur is still trying to fight, but he's a bit too slow and too heavy to get on the point in time. He concedes this one, and second point of this game goes to the way of inVision.
Yeah, super close fight there, and one weird thing that happened on that final push that actually worked out quite well for him was as they were Ubering in, Stan got thrown super high up in the air and ended up landing on the shed and just being in a perfect position to push out. Actually, in this mid-fight, though, Stan might have just hit the wrong button or something, or tried to retry, or I don't know. He missing this rollout, though. 31 jumping across, trying to get some pressure, but staying in, although weak, does survive.
Here, Axel is just trying to scope out the area as this good scout does. Gets Murphy there on the fly, who was low on health, waiting for that arrow. What are good pickup? They pick up Sis, Psycho, Dankra, all going down one after another like a house of cards here. And Trump is in a world of trouble. They pick up Heavy on the way back. Nightmare is still on the attack. He's chasing after the medic, but he's gonna get caught off guard here by the scout and soldier to boot. It doesn't seem that they're able to finish Trump off. The Uber charges already, however, Barthis is going absolutely mental there. But he's finally getting cleaned up by the Demo as well. And here, 100% on either side, but the point is in control of inVision, and they're not gonna let this one go for free.
Yeah, Bartha is pretty crazy. We do see an Ubercharge exchange, though, in the side of Open Squad, and not really too many frags going down. The Ubers have faded. inVision still kind of control point, though. 31 lurking behind. He's gonna be able to pick up Hexel.
Oh no, you found that little nook and cranny. He's chasing down the sniper. He's not able to get one. Finally, 31 getting finished off by his own rocket off the face of the Demo man. Danker's hard scoping on the point. A lot of players from Open Squad are up and running on the point. Only 3 up for the side of blue. And Jorge seems to have died on the way somewhere, which gives him a nice and healthy advantage. They'll be able to control this point for a little while longer after 1 minute of the blue team controlling it.
Yeah, Denker got the snipe there on Jorge, following up on 31's jump. So taking a minute off the clock is pretty good, but at the same time, Trump now full Ubercharge advantage. They're just going to try and just surge forward in here hard, trying to get Trump to pressure into using the Ubercharge just to block point. And it seems like he's maybe on the cusp of that, just kind of nervous with his pyro with the Demo man. Vance is there as well. And here comes the Ubercharge, setting the Demo man on the point. But yeah, as you can see, like, doesn't even necessarily accomplish a whole lot there. Does, you know, keep the heavy weapons guy up, alive, but they don't necessarily get much frags. Just kind of delay this transition. But now inVision with an Ubercharge, they're just going to come out here. Should be able to pressure the point. 31 with the big bomb across. Will find Sting in behind the combo. That's helpful. As 31 will go down. They've also lost their heavy weapons guy. Jorge retreating to the point, has lost his teammates. Denkro gets the snipe on him. And now it's going to be open squad flipping the point right back.
Doesn't look too good for inVision. The point is
Yeah, Trum just took a pipe. Now Tercio coming around gets the kill. Unfortunate for Trum. Tercio's awesome get that health back, doesn't matter, but nice medic pickup.
31 just doesn't get his heals up, so at least there's something about that. It's like a little, you know, cherry on top of a really bad cake. But here goes Trump going down there will spell a pretty big disaster for the red team as they're in control of the point, which means the spawns are going to be really slow. Denkro trying to scope and shoot the foot of the scout. He doesn't quite get it. Stan is wide open here. He's going to be in a lot of trouble here if Sis up and running. And Murphy completely misses him there. So Stan is pretty much the lone warrior on the point right now, as the entire red team is too afraid to get on top of it. They're holding behind still. Tercio and Barth is below. Zap is going below again, but he just completely meets a wall of flesh. Finally, Barth is gone. Go down here thanks to Blur and Sis. Now Tercio's a bit of a trouble. That Heavy is relentless there and below. They're popping the conch though, and that may be the time for inVision to push in aggressively as soon as they cap the point here.
They want to go in aggressively here. The medic's not going to go underneath. Tercio wants to go through. Hexel does as well. Tercio goes down. No uber charge, just that Conqueror. And 4 players down for open squad. Just 1 on the side of Vision. They are going to try to surge forward with this uber charge now and get some results. Players getting thrown around. Strono high up in the air. Stan getting pushed backwards. And this actually is working out fairly well for open squad.
Oof. It was like, get down, Mr. President, but no, Zap gets taken out, and here goes Trum as well. Stinger is completely off the hook. He's surfing away to a ledge. What a surf legendary player. He finally gets killed by Sis there. But what a play that was. And it definitely opens up a lot of possibilities for inVision to push into. Here, Sis is standing on the point, but with no heals, won't be able to stand for much longer. Trying to get this point finished up, but 30 seconds left on the clock, and the point is still ticking for inVision. Psycho is going behind, going to get stabbed onto Asux, and he is still trying to cause trouble from Banana, but it's not going to happen. Sis is still up and running, however. But Troy is about to hit 100% charge, and they'll be able to stabilize soon, but they're losing a lot of players before that happens, eXtine.
Yeah, it's a rough situation for him. Minute on the clock here for open squad that they're going to have to hold. Jorge has an uber charge, so they're just kind of waiting for the right opportunity to go in, get all their players set. Big bomb over the top here from Murphy, trying to get in here. He's not, well, yeah, no, he's not going to be able to find Jorge. They have used the uber charge and maybe used it just a little early, but they are able to get the kill on the Pyro. Heavy weapons guy as well, also soaking a lot of damage. So great execution of that submarine play. We're going to get the capture.
15 seconds left on the clock. Reds are gonna get the respawn soon. Trauma is on 100%. They'll be able to get this one at least contested, but I'm not sure how long. Your Stantake gets taken down. So is Sting, and inVision is losing players left and right. It's not really looking too good. Barthis is hiding behind that little ledge. He managed to take out Trump before he pops the Ubercharge. I'm not sure if that was a drop or not, but it might as well just been. Taking out the medic is a good time for inVision. They've lost the point, but they still have 30 seconds to go on the clock to get this one back, and Jorge will get his Uber charge in time.
Yeah, Barthes is just so nasty all over the place. Another pick on Trum. It could be the round decider here, which also could be the map decider if it doesn't go the way of open squad. 10 seconds left on the clock here. The Uber charge is in from Jorge. Stan bombing over the top here, not taking too much damage early. He's still fighting on the point here. Bomb in from Tercio. He gets reflected by assist. And Jorge has gone down, and Zamperoni with the flank there, getting at least 1 kill. Now he's trying to fight on to Stan. He can't get it done. Psycho fighting Blur, weak, but fighting from the side. There's a scout on the point. 31 is here. He gets the kill on Hexel. Stan taken down.
Oh, it's looking so bad.
Oh, Barth eats 2 rockets there. He's still getting on the point, though. Tercio's here as well, but Tercio surfs onto the container. He cannot stop the capture any longer. 2-2.
Wow. I mean, we had our predictions that this game is going to be close, and it's really no real winner here that we can predict. But this game is pretty much showing what we meant. It's 2-2 on the Wormtig, down to the last, basically, circumstance where either team can take themselves a win and be comfortable, but now Stan is messing this one up a little bit, getting a bit too slow. Low on health, 31 just going in, MacB 3 into the enemy team, getting blasted away by the Pyro. Seems reasonably safe for now. Only Stan has gone down for the inVision, but Jorge's low on health as well. It doesn't look too good. Sniper picks himself a kill onto 31, however. Just kind of trying to equalize those things a little bit. Middle point still uncapped, but however, it's still slightly contested by Open Squad. Getting those heals up is inVision. Oh, Stingin's hard scoping onto the point, looking for a pick of at least one. There he goes! He gets Murphy. It's a great one. Now Stan has rejoined the team, and he'll be able to make up the difference between Open Squad and inVision. Lack of demo is definitely going to hurt Open.
Yeah, and speaking of lack of demo, though, Denkra getting the pick on Stan, so they also don't have somebody to use for that kind of spamming role. 31. Trying to get on top of the container, trying to work it. The Uber charges are coming out here. Jorge, Ubering alone on the point. He can't find anybody. Now finds Hexel here. Blur has gotten sniped down, so red team a little bit weak, but at the same time, while they aren't on the point, they are going to be able to shove Jorge back eventually. And this mid-fight continuing. Stingin gets the snipe on Denkra. Big bomb from 31, trying to find Jorge. Jorge doing a good job of dodging. Can only dodge for so long, though, as he gets taken out.
Incredibly strong showing out of Open Squad. They managed to sort of clean the situation up. There was a lot of mess on the middle point, but they did go in with a very big broom and just swept inVision away back to their spawn. And now, with Trum 70% Ubercharge running, Jorge just started building his. Doesn't look too good. Turch is also down for the count. He's waiting for the respawn to tick in so he can rejoin team. 31 down as well, so not much happening. Psycho, however, goes in, gets a stab onto Barthas before the pyro here. Snow finds a Spicicle at least. Doesn't seem too good for inVision. They need to stabilize, they need to slow it down, they need to get the supercharge done or get a force onto Trum, but it doesn't seem that they're willing to risk it that much just yet. And just as I say, the Denkra takes down Stan.
Yeah, this final round, very tense, but Open Squad have control of the point. They have been taking it down. They still have an Ubercharge here as well. Hexel gets gunned down quickly here. It makes inVision hesitate a little bit, but it seems like they still want to try to find a way to get out here and use this Ubercharge. And Jorge backing up now a little bit.
100% on either medic too, but the point is still in control of Open Squad. Oh, Turcho here putting some nice damage on the enemy team. 31, however, gets a very good position. He's low on health, though. Uber's coming out here, trying to catch up Barthez. But they're just standing on the point right now, looking at each other. They know they cannot do much damage here. But Zamperoni gets absolutely blasted here by Hexel, and seems that inVision will be able to stabilize themselves on the point plant. Those players there. Trum is still trying to make sure that maybe, just maybe, it cannot happen here. Murphy gets an amazing pipe in there, takes down Stan, and that may be the reason why Open Squad will capture the point back. No, he won't, because Barthes is an unstoppable killing machine.
Yeah, getting the kill on Blur there is certainly unexpected. Barthes going huge. And that capture certainly cost a lot of the resources that Open Squad had. I was thinking for a second there that, that inVision had. I was thinking for a second that Open Squad would be able to kind of re-push in and take it. Certainly some big frags from Barthes and other players to keep the point in their control.
Jorge, 100% in his bang. He's catching some damage for his trouble. Barthes is low on health. He needs those arrows. He's gonna burn down, however. And that's 2 players down for the side of blue. 31 jumping in very aggressively, duking it out against Hexel. He wins this one. Jorge is now all by himself. He's trying to save the supercharge. He surfs it out. He's still not popping. He's 30 HP. What is he doing? He's still alive. He grabs himself the health back. What a legendary play by the medic, and he saves himself and his team. The Ubercharge that they so desperately need right now. And Nightmare also getting a nice step onto Denkra, opening up a lot of sightlines. And it's just the time to go, time to press that W button and just mow the opposition down. 90% onto Trump. They still have that window of time, but it might not be just in time either. Jorge gets slightly slow on that gas pedal.
Yeah, Psycho looking to come in from behind here with the stab brass. The Ubercharge is out, so he's not going to have any luck there. Does the A6 actually. And the Supercharge on the point, though, they're going to have to flee before it's over, so they're not going to be able to get a capture out of this. Trump doesn't have much of a charge. Zamperoni on top of the Devil Man, but gets sniped down by Stingin Denkra as well.
Murphy, though, taking down Jorge like there's no tomorrow, jumping in like a stug and just kills him in a couple of sticks. Hexel duking it out against Blur, trying to get something done at least, but Jorge is still down. 4 plays down, however, for the Open Squad. They won't be able to contest this point too easily. and it seems that inVision will take control over it, but they have 2 very strenuous and hard minutes to go before this point gets completed, if they can't secure themselves the first win. And only 20 seconds to go for open squad. They can take their time, can build that Ubercharge, was getting ready. Denkras car scoping, taking out Stan. He's taking out Turcho, and he's still looking into Banana. Now has been time for the retreat by inVision here, but it's a bit too late here. Trum 100%, Jorge only 70, the point's gonna get captured.
Yeah, Jorge stuck in the Banana as well, and exactly that retreat back just kind of wasn't soon enough. They got caught super awkwardly there with both Turcio and their Devilman going down. And it looks like just Nightmare out here, but it's kind of a nightmare for inVision crew as they're throwing players in here. They're going to get cleaned up, and Warmth going the way of Open Squad. Quite an exciting match, back and forth, 3-2 the final score. They gave us 5 rounds. We got another cost map coming up. We'll have to see if it is just as close.
Ready, ladies and gentlemen, this is inVision versus Open Squad. It is a second round of this matchup here on Coalplant. My name is Jake with eXtine. We're getting ready for the first mid fight here, and here goes Stan. Like that, he drops.
Yeah, sniped down by Dankra right away. That's a pretty unfortunate start for you this mid fight. Devilman, just such a crucial source of damage. Spans controlling the roof. Zamperoni up here as well. Denker getting another snipe on the Pyro this time. And just overall, I've been loving the aggressive plays from Zamperoni.
Murphy kind of low on health here. Gets his heals back from Trum. Both medics roughly same Ubercharge. It seems that inVision is a bit too afraid to go into the Lion's Den here. Denker really hard scoping here on the point. Getting a nice little sideline onto Sting, and he takes him down, but here comes the aggression out of inVision. They're not having any of it. Sis is trying to push them all back. It seems that Trum's going to have a much better Ubercharge as both are fading out. inVision is backing away slowly, and still the coal heap is being held by Open Squad. 31 jumping on the medic, gets the rockets and gets the job done as the medic goes down for inVision. And now they'll have to sort of try to figure this one out without their medic in tow.
Yeah, Turcio bombing in. He's trying to find Trum. Does get one nice shot on him. Turcio could not get the finish, though. A couple other players going down. Bartas and Stan lost as well. Sting and sniping from the battlements, but otherwise inVision pretty much removed from the point.
Slowdown happening for the side of Open Squad. They don't have the Ubercharge, neither does Jorge here. With this team, inVision are moving in through the balcony. Spence has a pretty good grip on things. He's scoping out, seeing what enemy players are doing. Jumping on that route up there, but again, completely denied by the amount of spam coming from Open Squad. Here, Singin going down to Denkra and the Cycle picking up himself A6. That's 2 players down for the side of blue, but they managed to recuperate with a Murphy kill. Sis is getting reflect on Turchu, who goes down, unable to take down Prom, half health on him. Now Zap is jumping in with that Rescue Ranger, no Rescue Ranger, that's a Frontier Justice as he gets stabbed, but he's unable to get Jorge. Now both medics on 100%, and they will be clashing soon next time.
Yeah, Barta is very weak. Jorge's soaking him, can't try to find those arrows. Strono was also sort of weak there, the team getting healed up now. They want to round the corner here, and they do have an Ubercharge ready to go. Drums also got one ready. Won't be able to find Murphy in time though as Murphy gets dropped. Counter Uber coming out with the Pyro and the heavy weapons guy. Blur gets shoved back, which actually sort of helps him retreat there. As Stan getting taken out by Spans. Big bomb over the top here from Turcio. Trump going down to that. There goes Blur and Sis. Nice kills from a Hexel on a 5 streak. Spans though also similarly going crazy on the Scout. Psycho going for a pistol fight. 31. Sees the Devilman. Will get the finish off on Stan and Asux. Nice stuff there.
Yeah, they're getting those kills. They do take advantage of their faster respawn time. Very smart play. Taking out some players one by one because inVision are in that long respawn queue for this one as they're controlling the point, and now the point is getting occupied by Open Squad. Nice body shot there onto Snow by Denkra. He's still scoping in on that sideline. He's looking for the scout kill here. Hexel's gonna go down to her, however. And then Barthis is going to get killed here by Murphy. A lot of kills coming down from the side of Open Squad, and they're in control of the point, and the point is only 1 minute to go for them. But what a headshot there by Sting onto Murphy. Murphy is getting completely dominated there by Sting, and making sure he's not really causing too much trouble. 31 trying to make up for the loss of his teammate, but he's going to be deterred by that mini sentry. However, the midpoint is not really being occupied by inVision.
Yeah, inVision getting out here. Sis getting the Uber charge popped on him. Sis doing a little bit of a detonator charge, getting right on top of Jorge. Has to be careful not to give up too much. Oh my god, Sis then with the reflect gets hit. Hexel also the kill on Bartes. Sis also killing Tercio. What a play there by the Pyro.
Their Nightmare actually sort of making a equalizer, killing the enemy medic Trum. Point still belongs to Open Squad, however, but Jorge is up and running now. He's buffing the team. It seems that Open Squad is slowly backing away. They're not willing to overcommit to this one. Sis is still sort of making sure nobody sneaks past. Oh, but they're a little bit indecisive here in Vision. A lot of kills going down their way. Or Sting, they're losing Sting in there. A lot of people down on health as well. Only 50% on Jorge, but they do manage to finish this one off with 9 seconds to go for Open Squad. Doesn't look too hot for them.
No. Overall, though, with the clock, though, Murphy gets taken out. I think Trum was looking at him, wanted to get an arrow there, but gunned down mid-air before he could crater. And Denkra on the floor looking out there. Psycho does get into the corner to get a stab on Bartes.
There's a bit of a slowdown here, and Vision is slowly, I mean, it seems like they're in control right now. Hexel is guarding the medic, or he's also 100%, but they're not willing to overcommit this one since the medic is up on the battlements. It's difficult to get there. Sis is popping that conch, trying to get the force on the medic. He gets one. Jorge down to 20. They're making most out of it. Stands low and hell is going to get sniped just as the Uber fades. What a great timing by Denkra. He's looking for one more. He gets Jorge too. What an insane showing by this sniper here, saving the team from a big problem here. And with Trum 100% stinging, going down to third for Denkra here. He's still looking for more, but he's going to get finally cleaned up here by Tercio. However, this is the time shine for Open Squad as they're moving in slowly as the inVision team is cleaned up. 9 seconds to go on the clock for them.
Yeah, this is going to be a capture for him. Just 5 seconds clowning away here. Stan's going to try to get through Shutter here if he can, but he's basically getting stopped. First round on Coalplant, going to go to Open Squad. 2 more rounds, and they could book their seat in the Premiership League.
Wow, what an incredible showing here of this Open Squad. Like, it seems that inVision is slowly losing steam while Open Squad is gaining. And Murphy now getting quite fast to middle, stand really slow. He's going to be able to get those stickies off and block the shutters. It's taking a lot of damage in return as well, so that's going to be kind of difficult.
Yeah, Tercio and 31 having quite the fight. 31 hits some nice shots, though. Does get the kill there. There goes Hexel as well. So the flank completely won by Open Squad right now.
Denkra still trying to scope out Sting and trying to do the save, but both are being healed and both are missing those shots. It's all about those headshots here, eXtine. Sting is just gonna opting to get that building down, but there's a bit of a stalemate going. Oh, there's so much aggression going in the back line here. What is going on? That's 3 people up for inVision.
Yeah, I was just watching that develop. Like, that whole flank that I mentioned, they got the kill on the battlements, and then, like, all 4 flank players, like, rotated in the lobby and then, like, walked around the corner at a very good time. And it's like Zamperoni and Psycho just getting easy work down there.
Stan's actually opting to go for a quickie bomb launcher. He is having none of that. Taking down those sticky traps by Murphy here. 31 putting a lot of damage in the side of inVision here. 2 down, almost 3. Almost got the Pyro as well, but he's happy with his results. Gonna get cleaned up by Nightmare. But that's 2 for 1 for him. Nightmare's gonna get cleaned up himself. Points almost kept by inVision, but the point is still ticking for the side of Open Squad.
Yeah, this is where, as a team, you really don't want to let the panic set in. No, you're down around here. Jorge, he can't lose his 80% that he has. And Zamperon's trying to get in on him with the Widowmaker. He's hitting a few shots here, but no, Jorge gets a saw, gets the charge. Has to pop it, though, so at the same time, not really all that great.
Yeah, I mean,
Spam's going to be coming from behind here again right now, too.
Not much has been done. Not much has been done with that overcharge here, eXtine. Jorge's low on health, and Murphy knows it. He's gonna jump in. Oh, he gets 1 pipe on the medic, but unfortunately, he doesn't get the job done. Gets blasted away. like Team Rocket, only 4 people up for the side of red, 7 people up for the side blue. They're in control of the point, and they do have that disadvantage, however, so we'll see how this one develops soon. eXtine right after this pause ends. We're definitely gonna use this pause break to plug in some of our stuff, so you know, if you want to help us out, we're producing some content for many years now, and you want to help us out financially or otherwise, you can always sub to this channel or visit merch.criticast.com if you want to get yourself some nice, sick merch, right, eXtine?
Yeah, support your local TF2 producer and casters.
Exactly.
Always appreciated. Always appreciated.
And it's just good quality and good graphics too, so, you know, like, even if you are not a fan of graphics on t-shirts, these just look good and look low-key, so people who don't get what TF2 is will still appreciate your... here at Jorge finally managed to respawn. He has that disadvantage going here. Uber's coming out of Trum. Now Jorge needs to get out of the situation using Hexel as his vessel. Not much has been done with that Uber charge, so that's...
Big bomb, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, Murphy bombs in, but he gets cleaned up himself, and Uber charge has been sort of wasted, so a pretty good play by inVision, doing a good job making sure that Open Squad is not getting themselves too far ahead. Zamperoni with that Widowmaker, trying to make a Widow out of the wife of Jorge, but it's not really gonna work out too much. Uber's coming out of blue team, they're chasing down players, 1, 2, spans and 31 down. Now Sid is trying to push away the scout, but it's gonna be difficult to push away those bullets, I'm afraid. Serves himself a way to safety. Sting has a bit of a trouble with Zap here. Zap is just such an annoying person to deal with, and he's gonna get what was coming to him. A headshot to the face.
Yeah, taken up by Stingan, but Stingan's not really feeling all that comfortable about hanging out too long. 31 back on the action. He's gonna skip across over to corner. Get kill on Strono and the dispenser going down. There goes Hexela as well. Where is it getting flanked by an F and NG for 50 minutes, living a life. And yeah, Zamperoni has just been going off, so.
It's kind of funny to see those engineers sort of go on a flank, just do their own thing, just kind of Rambo it up, but right now the situation has stabilized. Open Squad is in control of the point. Stan is going to get himself some stickies ready to go. That quick bomb launcher still going. Nightmare is gonna find a kill on 31, and now is the time to shine for Stan. There he goes. Tron getting destroyed in the corner that he was hiding. No amount of bodies will stop it from happening. Nightmare picks himself up 2 kills, and he's 3 players up for the side of red. What a great turnaround by inVision. Now Zap is really pissed off. He's gonna take down Stingin just to make his day a little bit worse, and well, make sure that he gets an express route to the respawn queue.
Yeah, Murphy with that big bomb over the top there, trying to make it happen on Jorge, but got shot down quite effectively. They are out here trying to, again, maybe get an early Uber charge. Psycho getting stabbed on Stan and taking that teleport. The Uber charge is used here. I think that was 31 pressuring out. Hexel's right on top of Drum, though. Will be able to get the kill there, so that's unfortunate for Open Squad. They get some good frags here. Jorge doesn't have the best fraggers with him, really just Bartes.
Oh yeah, and the point's gonna get capped here by Open Squad. Not much contention going from inVision. They couldn't spare the resources. They'd rather wait for those respawns to come, and Trum is just now revisiting his team on front lines. 31 just sort of waiting for a good opportunity to strike. Both teams kind of unwilling to get on the point. 30 seconds left on the clock for Open Squad to finish this one. Jorge is just on the back line, you know, healing up the team. They're going to lose Hexel there. They're going to lose Snow as well, but Stan is going in with full force, full throttle. Takes down 2. He's looking for some more. He's disconnected from the team. He's waiting for there, and he gets it, and the point's going to get finished up. What a great soft push here by inVision.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Stan really starting to turn it up here, getting work done and helping his team out immensely. Denkra trying to snipe across. Open Squad do still have the clock lead here, and Uberchargers are about to even up. They have to be a little bit careful as Trum's on the battlements. Tercio trying to pass it from underneath. Does get Murphy. Considering Tercio's health, that is such a pick off. Denkra finds him down below there. They do get him cleaned up. Yeah, Murphy will respawn shortly.
Bit of a slowdown here. Not much time left on either clock here. Jorge sitting in a nice comfortable advantage here. Tron popping really early. Late pop by Jorge, but he's keeping the team alive, or at least try to. He's being disconnected by a lot of players, but he's keeping Stan alive. Just solo Ubering him, and it seems to have worked out in his favor. Barth is from the flank as well, making sure no stragglers are left on the point. And it seems to be working out, but a lot of red players are still alive and happy. Barth is gonna get cleaned up, didn't get his arrow out in time. jumping on the point. They're just gonna get blasted to space. And now Sis is on the point. 15 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of players left on the blue team. Denkra is finding his Sting, and who is just crouching in that little cubby hole. Ace is gonna go down as well. He's looking for more. Hexel is on his sideline. He's able to get one. He does.
Oh.
Denkra is popping up, and it seems that Open Squad will be able to control this point and get himself a second one in this round.
Yeah, what a finish that round there. You know, just again, Denkra going off at the end there. Smart plays by Trom. I didn't really love that Uber charge of theirs. I was worried that, you know, sometimes you do have to leave the Ubered player and say, okay, you go forward, you cause chaos, I'm just going to run. And that's what they did with the heavy weapons guy, but he also sort of let 31 go down in that Uber charge. Nonetheless, at the end of the day, it works out. Stingin getting a nice snipe on 31. Saving his teammate as well. Hexel was under duress there. Psycho's going to go for the kill on Sting, and so Stingin's 2K does get to an end. He did get Murphy before he goes down, though. Tercio midair taken out by Denkra, so snipe kills all over the place. Zamperoni probably crazy aggressive. He's gone down as well. Open Squad hurting on players just a little bit. Sis going to help with this retreat here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slowdown here. Finally, inVision gets themselves the first cap of this game. First one on this map, at least. Denkra hard scoping and looking for a target. Oh, misses Hexel by an inch. Stan's also joining the fray. Back in action here. Both Ubers are popping off here. Denkra a little bit of a trouble, but Ubers are still underway. Here, Blur taking a full charge of it. Managing to pick up a lot of players. Barth is Nightmare, Stan all going down to that nice little push out of the red team. Open Squad in control of this situation. Tercio low on health. He escapes this one. It seems that the situation has been stabilized by Open Squad. Murphy out in the open. He's unafraid of what's going to come to it, as the entire blue team is really upset about the situation. So no, just double plus M1, but with that many bodies on the battlefield, it's not going to get much accomplished. Murphy's still on that Vanguard. He's still peeking through. He's not afraid at all of Stingin, just paying him no respect.
Yeah, this fight's pretty good for inVision. They certainly have to watch out and make sure that they still have players with Jorge when it's time to use this Uber charge. Tercio going down now, though, so it's just Hexel and Barthez. Barthez kind of looking forward. Hexel wants to go forward. So there's just going to be a scout Uber charge to see what the counter Uber can get done. There's going to be plenty of time left over for Murphy. We'll just be able to get the counter cap here. Nightmare getting gunned down here. Hexel also trying to run out here, but he's going to get cleaned up easily. No teammates to distract from that focus fire that was sent his way.
Here's 31 just sort of chilling out in the corner, probably, you know, doing some competitive stuff, but since I've just been paused. Issue here at 31, still on the Vanguard, but they're gonna clean up spans here inVision. Stan is the credit to that. No more scout on the flank. A bit of a slowdown. Nightmare, however, is sneaking through. He's gonna get a couple of shots in the Blur. Blur's gonna go down. That's a good pickup. Jorge on 85, but so is Trom. They're gonna go aggressively and soft push it to Trom. Trom is low on health. He's looking for him. Oh, but they're gonna get his Uber charge just in time. Barth is not gonna get a full charge of that since Stan has gone down on engagement. They're backing away. They did manage to get themselves the point. The timers are about as equal as they can get. And now it's time for Open Squad to get this one back, since inVision is lacking the manpower to stop Open Squad from attacking.
After that, kind of the main chunk of that fight finished, I was kind of back and forth there. I was like, oh, why is inVision backing up? I'm like, oh, why is Open Squad backing up? And really surprised at how far back inVision backed up. And that just gave the free capture very quickly back to Open Squad. inVision is trying to get out here. Strono does go on top of the rooftop, but taken out pretty quickly here. They are getting a lot of pressure on the point. The Conqueror is out here, so maybe that was the game plan. Exchange Uber charges and then get out here. He's almost ready to go with the charge again, actually. Kind of surprising. Did charge up faster than Trom, though.
That's 4 players down for the side of blue, only 2 for the side of red here. Open Squad still can get this one back. However, both teams have that 100%. Very early pop, just to save Murphy from a certain death, but that means a late pop coming out of Jorge chasing down the medic, but they don't get any kills. Only Denkra getting sniped here by Sting in the back line. 31's also gonna get caught out of guard, and there goes the spy. Just, you know, they're picking up players left and right. You know, they're still in control. They still got the advantage going on, but Stan's gonna go down here. Too aggressive for my liking. And that means Murphy has all the open ground for him to play.
Yeah, and especially with Spans getting the kill on Sting, and Spans then finds Asux as well. 31 fighting on the battlements. That's gonna enable the capture to go down here. Trom with a slight Uber charge advantage here, as they're going to get posted up on corner. Jorge trying to work from battlements here.
Bankrupt still hard scoping, looking for some targets, but he's not finding any. Everybody's on the other side, hidden neatly away behind that rooftop area. Saga's gonna get gunned down by Asax, having none of that spy shenanigans. Cherno's gonna catch himself a pill for his trouble, and here comes the Uber charge from the red. But that means that Jorge will get a late Uber chop up as well. Uber fades out from Trump. Trump is still alive, still holding aggressively, waiting for Murray to rejoin, but he's gonna catch a couple of pills. And in this day and age, you know, the more you take, the worse you feel. And that's basically Trump down for the count.
And 31, as well as Span's doing a lot of cleanup here. They actually haven't found Stan quite yet. Zamperoni maybe not getting the comm about where he was. Steen getting 2 nice snipes there. Going down to Psycho though, so his run isn't going to last too long. Jorge just respawning. Trump is just finding a heal target. So no real Uber ad, but the frags just continue to keep coming in here for open squad. They're looking to close this out, and inVision must be panicking in their comms right now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not a very comfortable situation to be in. They do pick up Spans and Psycho, but Hercho has not been respawned just yet, so it might be a big problem not pushing full force. They don't have Uber charge, so they need to soft this one out. Trump there on flank, still holding at his favorite spot. Zap is on the aggression. He's gonna find out Jorge. Jorge's gonna go down. He's still looking at that Widowmaker. A lot of shots being put in the heavy, but only 3 players up for the side of open squad. Not a lot of time left on the clock. They're gonna get those respawns faster than the blue team. Maybe, probably in time for the point to be reclaimed. Who knows? 8 seconds to go, eXtine. Anybody's game right now, anybody's round. Pui in full force is open, so Murphy on the Vanguard. Bart's gonna get caught off guard here. Uber's coming out on Trump. A lot of players dead still. 3 players on each team. They're standing on the point. It's almost completed. Torture getting blasted away. So Asax Snow is just destroyed there. And I think this is all she wrote for this game. It seems that inVision is unable to clutch themselves a win, and will have to fight Stack next round. Congratulations to Open Squad for taking this one and securing themselves a Prem play.
They really deserved it. I mean, the first map, you know, was rough, kind of a balanced start, you know, went back and forth. They ended up eking it out at the end. You know, cost maps can go either way, all the way down to the end of the clock. This map, though, you know, still some rounds were very close, but just some dominant play from them. You know, smart plays as well. Sis with the little kind of detonator run underneath the point was super on point. He got some big frags with that. And Sis, I think I pointed this out the other day that he had a very low death, and in fact dying less than Jorge this time around. So well played there. Damage, Murphy again at the top with 450. Stan, probably a little bit better map for him, 19 out of 20. So not the best KDA, but a little bit closer to Murphy in terms of damage.
Yeah, pretty equal, you know, all things considered, but slightly advantage. About 5% advantage on the side of Open Squad. They just seemed more in the zone. They've been comfortable. Didn't have to risk too much with this game, and they just paid off. You know, they just ended up being the better team here. inVision's unfortunately getting relegated to lower bracket finals. But it doesn't mean they're out of it yet. They'll just have to fight Stacked once again. And when that game happens, we'll be sure to let you know. So do follow us on social media for that. But I think this is off, basically signing off, eXtine. Any last words for the viewers to sort of reflect on?
No, not really. You know, thanks so much for joining us. The VOD will be up on the YouTubes, trimmed up shortly, so don't worry, still plenty of places that you guys can catch the action. Do appreciate the subscription on Twitch, which will give you, you know, full access to the VODs immediately. And we do appreciate your guys' financial support there, as that helps with production projects and does get distributed to the casters, which is pretty cool. Huge shout out to Wiethoofd for doing production today, as well as the entire Crits Cast org. And, you know, that does it for me, Jake.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye for now.
Hi, old beaver! Away!